Yo, what up, internet? Welcome to Bricks and Beer, episode 15. It's an extra spooky one. Alright, I'm gonna take the dumb basket off my head. Happy Halloween. It's supposed to be a costume, see? Minifigs. It's Friday night. It's fucking Devil's Night. It's the night before Halloween. My neighborhood's going crazy right now. If you hear people through the walls, there's people on the other side of the wall. Also, yeah, it's fucking like Friday. It's weird. Most people are at Halloween parties. I'm at my house, sitting on my living room floor with a basket. Um, yeah. So I guess that's a long way of saying thanks for watching. Again, thank you guys for watching. Fucking cheers. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. If you've never watched the other ones, or you'd like to watch the other ones, you can click a link over here. Or you can like know how to use YouTube and just click somewhere else on the screen and not have to click here. This shit doesn't even work like 80% of the time apparently. So whatever, fuck it. It's a really cool bass plate though, right? It's OG Dragon Masters. I don't think I've shown this one before. That may be relevant later. So it has been a while. A lot of shit's happened. BrickCon happened. I guess I haven't done this since BrickCon. I did do another podcast though, Brick Break with Aileen. I'll link to the episode I'm in over there. We kind of did like an extensive BrickCon recap. Talked about cons, fucking Lego Magic, Bro Love kind of shit. It's good stuff. It's long. We talked for like an hour, and it did not feel like that. So fucking like BrickCon was epic. Like, shouts to all the whack-lug dudes. Fucking Sam, meeting Sam was rad. Sai, fucking Maro, Zach. Like, all you guys, thanks for fucking coming on the show. It was really cool to do the shows in the hotel. I want to do more of that. Like, guests make this way easier, because then I have to build less and, like, bullshit less. And it's more interesting for you guys. But tonight, you just get me. That's it. Me in a black drone shirt. I'll get to some Lego. I do have some builds to show off. I guess we should talk about the beer. It's Bricks and Beer. If I sound really congested, one of the things that happened is I got fucking sick, and it sucks. But hopefully I'm somewhat well enough to drink this beer. Hopefully you're well, and tell me what kind of beer you're drinking. Tonight I'm drinking the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest. It's a good beer. I'll tell you kind of a funny story. So I did go to Oktoberfest, and I'll tell an Oktoberfest story. But the reason why I bought this beer is not because it's Oktoberfest, because like it's late October, so I think Oktoberfest technically is over. And I wanted to buy a Halloween beer, like a spooky beer, right? You know, something with like a skull on it, or you know, a werewolf or something. There was a beer that I thought I was gonna buy, and I don't think they make it anymore. Newcastle used to make a Halloween beer, something werewolf, blood wolf, something. And it was really good. But if you go to a major chain grocery store at fucking 8 o'clock when you get home late off of work, and it's Friday, a Halloween weekend, the beer selection, fucking decimated. So I picked what I could, and I like Sierra Nevada. I like Oktoberfest. I did go to the real Oktoberfest, the one in Munich, the one and only. It's epic. It's crazy. So this is clearly not a German beer, and it's clearly like not authentic, if you will. I mean, it's good. It's serviceable. It tastes kind of like an Oktoberfest beer. There's a bunch of beers, so there's not just one. It's like it's if you had a big beer event, of course there'd be multiple beers. The beer to get, Augustiner. Find that tent. So like the tents are like the size of fucking football stadiums, and it's crazy and like all that kind of shit. And each one is like a crazy different party. But if you like beer, and I was with Germans who liked beer in Germany, and they were like, this is the fucking tent we're going to, go to that one, Augustiner. I also saw like one of the craziest things I've ever seen, which is a full ox on a stick, fucking rotating. And my buddy Stefan, who has told me the greatest line of all time when we met, which is, we should drink beer and make hard party and listen to hard techno. And I was like, awesome. Regardless, we saw this giant ox, and I was like, that's fucking crazy. And he goes, okay, so remember it now, and then when we leave, at the end of the day, look at it. And you look at it, and it's just a fucking skeleton on a pole, which is weird and creepy. This is the weird and creepy episode. So, anyway, yeah, Augustiner. I guess a couple of other things have happened kind of since the last one. Um, and I don't know, I was debating about if I should tell the story or not, but it's fine. So, at BrickCon, we do the thing with, 4 dudes or whatever in a room. It was only 3 dudes this time. We kept it somewhat low key. But Zach and I shared a bed. And I've known Zach for years and like whatever. And we do the like no homo bro time thing where like there's 2 blankets on the bed, which helps this because you just each get your own blanket. But like, you do the over under thing or whatever, and you just try not to like, think it's your wife in the middle of the night and like spoon up on a motherfucker. So Zach and I are doing the back to back thing because that's what you do. You're just hanging out, sleeping, and we're all exhausted. So it's like you're fucking done. So I slept, and it was fine. And, like, I came back from BrickCon, and I was fucking exhausted. And I was like, oh, my back is kind of fucked up, but it'll be fine. And then I got this weird pinching sensation. And it was, like, burning, and it was, like, all the time. Like, fucking constant. And we, fortunately, have a friend who's a physical therapist. So, like, after 2 weeks of, like, what the fuck? I was like, Darlene, you have to look at my back. And she looks at my back. She's like, oh, yeah, you're all fucked up. Like, one side of you is completely fucking swollen and full of inflammation. And, like, she's, checking out my bones and shit. And she's like, I think you have a rib out of alignment. And I'm like, really? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, so I did this thing where you sleep like this. And she goes, yeah, if you fall asleep and your body wants to go somewhere else, but your brain overrides it, you can fucking hurt yourself. So when you turn 30, and you get older than 30, kids, you fucking injure yourself sleeping. And I injured myself. Like, I don't know how. It just happened. Rib decided to fucking stay out of alignment or something. So I had this chick, like, move my rib, like a week ago. And I'm much better. I'm able to sit on the floor somewhat comfortably and do the stupid bullshit podcast. So I'm back. So that's a long way of saying, like, yeah, shit's happened. I did go to Oktoberfest here in LA. It was alright. It was okay. Yeah. So fucking Halloween. I guess this is the creepy, spooky episode. This one's gonna be a little short because I don't have that much to show off. I am kind of sick. It is Devil's Night. I do kind of want to go hang out with all the people making noise out there in the world. So yeah, you're gonna get this one. It's gonna be short. Hopefully you guys are fucking partying up. Or what's even better is if like somebody's a dick and they just play this to you super loud early in the morning tomorrow or Sunday or whatever. Actually, that's not very nice. Don't do that. That's not fun. Especially don't do that to me. I don't want to wake up to the sound of my own voice. Oh, yeah. So Halloween. Let's talk Halloween. I kind of did this thing for a while, and it was really cool, and it was like a tradition, and I'm not really sure why it stopped. So I built one thing for Halloween every year. Now, I did like a 3-year tradition. I'm not going to like point my finger in the air and link to shit because I'm lazy, but I'll link to it down there. So the first one I built was, it's called Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. It's a David Bowie song. And it's a haunted house. And like, I'd gotten a bunch of new gray tile that I was like, oh fuck, I could like build a thatched roof. So that was the first thatched roof I built. And it was a haunted house, and it was okay, I guess. The collectible minifigs had just come out like right around that time. I built it in 2010. So there was like the zombie, the Monster Hunters line was out. So I had like the Merman or whatever, the Universal Monsters, the classic thing. So I did all the like Universal Monsters, classic monsters in a house, and put it in the Lego store, which was cool, I guess. And then the next year, I by that time sorted this big black haunted house thing, and built another one. And I wanted to mix it up. I was like, I can't just build another haunted house. So I built a block party. I built 3 houses and a street. And one is like the creepy haunted house with like the massive crowd of party, which is cool because it's like minifig action. I was probably hanging out with Keith a little bit more at that point. So that was, I called it the Halloween house party, and there was a cop and like a grumpy neighbor, and Yeah, it was all right. And then I built a really cool one in 2012, and it used to be on this. Um, this is the Dragon Master's base. I didn't have this base plate originally. I'm not sure how I got this. I'm pretty sure I've shown this on the show because I'm pretty sure I've said that same dumb thing before. But yeah, anyway, so it was on this, and it was really cool. So I was really inspired by a dude named David Line. I will link to him over there. Just this one particular build. It's actually not even on David Line's Flickr stream because like I don't think he's built anything since then. But he built this gorgeous castle on this, and I'd never thought of like utilizing this in any sort of serious manner because it has like silly printed rocks on it and stuff, and it just it screams like juvenile castle, but like you can do some really wicked shit, and it's covered in studs, and you can do all kinds of like cool offsets and stuff. So it was really cool. I called it the Murder Castle. I did put it in the Lego store, but they would not let me call it the Murder Castle, which I get it, like it's a kid's store, but like, god damn it. Fucking retail employees. So that was 2012, like back in the day. It's a fucking long time ago. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to 2013. Actually, I do know. I went to Japan for like weeks, but like I still could have made it happen. I just stopped, and then like last year, obviously stopped. This year, Haunted House is back. Kind of. It's weird. It keeps evolving. So this is pretty fucking crazy. I'm calling this thing Fresh Blood. It's obviously got lots of blood. Um, Inspired by a couple of things. There's a dude whose name is like the most ridiculous Flickr name ever, and it's hardcore. And I didn't write it down, so I'm gonna fuck it up. I think it's Mahiro Maris, maybe. And then the Deathly Hollows, Deathly Holloways. I'm sorry, I'm fucking up both of your names. I'm a total asshole. I think it's Hollows. Hollowell? The Deathly Hollowell? I think that's it. Sounds like a fucking Harry Potter name to me. Not to besmirch your names, because you're both super talented builders, and they did this collaboration called, like, The Rivers of Hell, and they're both, like, amazing sculptural artists, and then they have, like, a whole weird, surrealist take on sort of, like, really dark, twisted art, right? So that shit comes out, and I'm totally jamming on it. I'm just feeling it all over. And I'm thinking like, man, I want to build something that is not like structured. Like I can just build whatever the fuck I want, and there's no like deadline or like I have to build this. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a microscale version because I've done the big castle, the big castle, and this is a shit ton of work, and it's cool and impressive, but I don't know. It's like you can't build it as quick, and I just wanted to like get something out of my brain, and just build fast. So I decided microscale, and then I was really, really jamming on this crazy Eels song called Fresh Blood, which we'll be linked to below. And it's like this crazy spooky song, and it's like kind of sexy, and it's got sort of like a crazy beat. So I wanted to build something just kind of inspired by all of that, right? This is that bastard love child. There's not much to really say about this. I mean, it's like a super creepy black evil castle. There's an eyeball. This is apparently a Robo's printed piece. The 1990s space Robo. That like all of their other printed pieces are awesome, except for the fact that they say like Robo or like Space Robo or whatever the dumb name is. I could look, but that's too much work. Anyway, so like that line, which was not a very cool line. One cool piece apparently. I really like this. It kind of like completes the thing. So the whole point of this like originated from microscale castle. I want to build a mouth that would have the doors, and then I wanted to use these printed wood pieces, which who knows if you can actually see that. There are some photos of this, which will be linked to below. The photos are all right. Like photographing black Lego just sucks. Oh, there's a mouth on the other side of this. So it's like, rawr, rawr, I eat you and suck your blood and shit. So the photos of this are super challenging. Like I had to use an actual camera, which fuck that, sucks. Um, it's not that hard. It's just I don't like doing the post processing, and with shit like this, like even this on camera, it just looks like a blur of shifting highlights and whatnot. In person, it kind of like works better, especially on like dark, creepy shit like this. Speaking of which, dark, creepy shit. So like, I posted photos of this on Flickr because I was like, I'm sick and I'm working crazy hours and all kinds of shit's happening and my back's all fucked up and like who knows like if I'm gonna actually get to record an episode of the podcast. So I was like, fuck it, I'll actually be like a responsible a-hole and do the presentation part properly. So I took some photos, but I didn't take any photos of the top. And you guys are fucking hanging out with me, so you get the inside tour. So on top of this is also dark red. So this is dark red in here, and then it's regular red with trans red at the bottom. So it's like full goopy, gory wonderfulness. So up top, it's this creepy stairwell, and each of these towers kind of has access. Like I can stick my finger in there. You guys can't see this for shit. And then in this tower is actually like a little macro fig, like Nick's Bricks. So he's just kind of like a generic creepy dude. But you can have him walking up the stairs, which if there was a stud there and I was smarter and I play on this better, I could just stick him on there and show you. But he looks cool. And there's clearly like a sacrifice pool fountain evilness up there. Which is cool, you know, because evil, Halloween, spooky, creepy. So yeah, this is it, Fresh Blood. It's pretty cool. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with this just because like it's such a weird, unique thing that I built really, really quickly. I basically built this in a day, which it's pretty fast. Like I build fast, but like, and the whole jaw bridge thing. Like, I knew I wanted to have something creepy, but the repeated part thing I didn't really expect to be able to pull off or do. And that's a lot of people's favorite part of this so far from the Flickr feedback. So there's that. And because you guys are cool and you're hanging out with me, you also get to see some other shit that people on Flickr don't get to see. Which is, I fucked around and I built some, like, little towers. This one is the lamer of the two. Because this one has a flag. I apparently only have 3 solid black flags. I think I have a 4th one, but it's in a bin. So anyway, yeah, you know, so like the jaw bridge can now have like tower support, whatever. It looks really cool on a table, which this is not. So you're gonna have to use your imagination. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, my house is weird and creepy. There's like pumpkins everywhere and, you know, fucking weird, fresh blood, microscale demon castle shit. Which, you know, fuck yeah. Oh, anyway. So, the fucking story about the beer is the reason why I had to go to the fucking store tonight is not because we don't have beer. But I wanted a creepy beer, right? I could have just come home and, like, opened the fridge, grabbed a beer. I got, I think, some Red Hook in there. Like, decent beer, IPAs and shit. I also have holiday beer. I have beer that would go with this. But I fucking hate pumpkin beer. And my wife has 3 different fucking types of pumpkin beer in that fridge. Which is fucking ludicrous. Like, who does that? So, that's why I'm drinking the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest. So, yeah, I told you guys this is going to be a short one. It's fucking Halloween. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. I'm about to start my weekend. And it's going to be a good one. But before we do that, I did get some official Lego. We'll talk about it quickly. Series 6 of the Mixels is out, which is super rad. These are the construction ones. I forget what they're fucking called. This guy's name is Forks. He's got like a spinny mouth. He's alright, you know. I guess he's got decent personality for a Mixel. Like, he seems kind of dumb. And, but he does have these gray banana parts, which are pretty dope. I saw somebody, I think it's Power Pig, made a train, like a microscale train, with that as the exhaust. And just Dark Blaze, great. My problem with this dude is so he's clearly like a cement mixer, right? Like he's got like the steering wheel or whatever, and then the spinny drum. The dude's name is Forks, which implies he's a forklift, which he's no forking. Like, what the fuck? I want this guy to be named like Mixmaster or something cement mixer related. So he's alright. He's got gray bananas. I also got this other dude, Wuzzo, who has all kinds of personality because he's a chainsaw. Because, you know, that's what you do. I really like these eyes. I haven't really used them yet for anything, but they're cool. Oh man, I look semi-scary and retarded. But the cool thing about the dude Wuzzo is not Wuzzo. It's that he comes with the King Nixel, which is really weird, and I didn't know this was in the bag. So here's the King Nixel. So I guess this is like a what is the like word for the carrying things? Because he pops off of here really easily. You know, the people that carry the royal people. I think it's somebody's screaming at their computer right now. It's a thing, you know, with the guys and they walk. And then this is the King Nixel, who has a new face. And I'm really happy about that, because he looks like a Mega Man villain, and he has a hardcore mustache. So, I guess get this one if you want some printed shit. Get this one if you want some gray bananas. If you want to ignore all of the Mixels from here on out, it's fine too. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. This one's kind of short. I'm kind of nasally. I'm sorry if my voice is really fucking annoying. Anyway, happy Halloween. Cheers. Hopefully you got an awesome Lego costume. This is mine. This is all of it. Put the basket back on my head. See? Costume? No? Alright. Anyway, till next time. Peace.